Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and our home team. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Down, 180. Line 59. You're not ready. Go. Watch twist. Right on the line. Hey, Steve 6.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Here's the Raiders punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Cordell Patterson, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago. Wow, sensational 95 yards on the punt return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And drive number 1 for them was a punt. We'll see what drive number 2 holds here.
And oftentimes you think to yourself, okay, second possession, let's go ahead and open things up. Let's get a little bit crazier on offense. Maybe it wasn't a matter of that. Maybe they just missed a block or two, and maybe they had the right plays called. Sometimes it's just the execution. Let's see if they can execute a little bit better on this drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Carr. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
It's outfield. Hey, it's out. 61. Match box. White. Whip. Watch the whip. He's checked. Right.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Markel Lee, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Switch. Middle.
Luck now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, here's Love. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here comes Grant on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's Carr to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. This will be fielded at the 17. He spins free. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. first and 10. Lock. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
7-7, our score after one. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it second down and 11.
Express! Check, 59. Go! Later, 8. Here I come!
On second down, Richard. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. On third down, Richard. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jacobs now. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
We're good.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 10. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Third and long, it's Locke. Going deep this time for Miller. Well, this is taken in, it's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller. 89 yards, and the Bears have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Richard, he'll have a first down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Towards the trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks him, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, Mexico!
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Patterson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Luck, the screen pass here to Cohen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, check 24, check 24. No. 12. Check 55, Mike, ground right. Watch the flood. On. Watch the flood, motion, block. Watch that.
Off of play action, Luck under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Markel Lee make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive? That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams his 4th touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is long. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Locke escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Cohen. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. To the air again, Locke. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
11 feet.
Throwing again is Locke. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. The final shot before the break. Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
To throw is Locke. And the Raiders have got him. Markel Lee has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, You're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The rookie first-rounder, Jonathan Abram, there to knock it away. O'Donnell, he's on the punt as he gets this one away. Returnable for Grant. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Carr gives to Rashard. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 22, Luck. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Luck on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. From his linebacker spot, Vontaze Burfict with a sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Luck looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now Luck. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Results in a 4th down.
They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, check right, check right. Watching your five. Push him back.
Here we go on 4th. Luck gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 13. Check 13. Right now. Out. Check 31. Check 31. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey. 93. 93. Hey, exit. Alert 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
29.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Well, Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs at defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
Check 26. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Check 24. Check 24. Check. Fresno. That's right. Wide. Get wide.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Welcome back now here in London. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Welcome back now here in London. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 2nd down now. Richard lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Cohen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. On first down, it's Love. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Check 3. Hey, watch it. Monday. Mike, 55.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker, who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. And all they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
Richard. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Check 3. Spot 2. No.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Carr going to try and throw on third down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
And the Raider first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Carr to throw for it on fourth down. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They got to find a way to just get it out of their mind.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His third touchdown now on the year. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Time to go, night. Hey, Alpha. 694. 59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Hey, come on.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And now he'll turn and off his back foot. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. And not much trouble in that game for the Vikings. They've opened their lead further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And this one is right down Broadway. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter of MetLife Stadium. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, Haywood!
Back to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Let's go! Let's go!
Back to throw. Flushed out right.
It's easy work when it's coming